the most important thing that a student should do in their first year, in their first month, is decide to settle in one church. And that they would go and they would find a church where the Bible is taught faithfully, where they are welcomed in, where there's ongoing evangelism. And they go to that, they go and they get stuck in, go in every Sunday, perhaps go into a midweek meeting, and become faithful members of that church, even though lots of students will be there for maybe 2.5, 3 months, then away for a month, then back. That actually you need the stability and security of being a member of a local church family, where people will be looking after you, where you will be taught the Bible well, and where you can actually contribute as well in some ways. I think the second thing I would say to a student going off to university is find other Christian students. And in most universities and colleges you will find a Christian union. And the Christian union exists not so that you can be a Christian club on campus, not so that you can just have other Christian friends, but so that you can be a group of Christians reaching the college or reaching the university with the good news of Jesus. So as a student, you have this 3 or 4 year opportunity to witness for the Lord Jesus Christ in the very, very heart of our pagan and secular society that we live in. There's no place really quite like the university in terms of setting the agenda for society. So the people who go to university now are the people who will be politicians involved in the media, doing all sorts of other jobs that will impact society. They'll be our future teachers, medical professionals, all sorts of areas will be affected by people at university today. And at university today, people are being taught that there is no God, there is no meaning, there is no purpose, there is no hope. And Christian students are uniquely placed to infiltrate the universities and colleges and bring the hope of the Lord Jesus Christ there. In UCCF we talk about Christian unions being 3-year mission teams on campus. And I think that's just such a crucial vision really, that the students would see themselves not going to see you to find their local church because they should already be in one, but to go to their CU, to work together with other Christians of all other denominations and evangelical backgrounds, that they would then reach out on campus and tell people about the Lord Jesus and the real hope that he offers in this hopeless society. So I'd say there are 2 things. Number 1, get involved in a church straight away. Don't mess about. Don't kind of say, my first term I'll decide on my church. No, in the first month decide the church you're going to stay in. And then get stuck into a Christian union, not to find satisfaction yourself, but to reach a world that is lost and needy. Local churches should see students as people who are coming to their churches with a real need to be taught well, to be loved well, and to be sent out, just like every other member of the congregation. Now, students will not be able to contribute to the life of the church as much as someone else who's maybe moved into the town to settle there, but that doesn't make them any less a valid member of that congregation. So I think churches should view students as people to really care for, but in order to send them out to reach the campus for the Lord Jesus Christ. Local churches, on the whole, won't be able to go into the universities, won't be able to get into the colleges, won't be able to reach the campus. And it's a huge mission field. And the students are best placed to reach other students for the Lord Jesus. So I think churches should view students as people to really care for, but in order to send them out to reach the campus for the Lord Jesus Christ. Local churches, on the whole, won't be able to go into the universities, won't be able to get into the colleges, won't be able to reach the campus. And it's a huge mission field. And the students are best placed to reach other students for the Lord Jesus. And so what I would love to see are local churches sending all their students and saying this is not an option. Because it's not an option, is it, to be a missionary where the Lord places us? It's not an option not to be a missionary when you're a doctor, looking after the patients in your ward and working with other doctors. It's not an option for any members of the church not to be reaching out to their friends and colleagues. And so if the local churches could get a vision for the CUs perhaps and send all their students to the CU and say, go and reach that campus, you're our missionaries on that campus. That would be so exciting, and resourcing the students. So there's a church that I know and work with, and what they do is all their work with students is geared up to equip them to be better members of the Christian Union. So in the first term, they'll teach them a gospel in their small groups, and they'll teach them how to read that gospel with their non-Christian friends. In the second term, they'll do evangelism training, and so that they're more equipped when mission week comes. And in the third term, they'll do something on personal holiness. Again, a huge issue for lots of students. And the whole focus of that is that they would be more effective members of their local Christian union, because they see them as their missionaries on campus. How exciting it would be if all the churches in the towns and cities where there were universities, if everyone was doing that, loving and caring for the students and then equipping them and sending them off into the mission fields. It'd be really exciting.